But if you were to tell me two coaches that absolutely positively have to win on Sunday, it's Robert Saleh of the Jets and it's Matt Rule of the Carolina Panthers. And I'll start with Robert Saleh for the Jets because let's take a look at what we saw from the Jets on Sunday. So that was the game I saw the most in the 1 o'clock window on Sunday. And I thought the Jets, I thought defensively, I thought the Jets played very well. Now, it took halftime adjustments from John Harbaugh to get Lamar Jackson going and knowing what he's capable of doing as an NFL quarterback. We saw that down the stretch of that game. But this is a Jets defense that is vastly improved from what it was a year ago, and the Jets got contributions from all the young players: Quinnen Williams, Jermaine Johnson, who they drafted, and of course Sauce Gardner. I thought he played well on Sunday, looking at the eye test. So, but of course the Jets never had a chance on Sunday because Joe Flacco was the quarterback of the Jets, and that's where hope goes to die. Now, there are a couple of things that the Jets need to do to win on Sunday against the Cleveland Browns in Cleveland, a team that won in comeback fashion against Carolina. So what they need to do is they need to get Garrett Wilson in the game. Garrett Wilson, what was the one player that oozed confidence more than everyone else on the roster with his catch making ability and his ability to open things up for them. So it's between Robert Saleh and Mike LaFleur to formulate a game plan to get Garrett Wilson more involved because Wilson is that special of a receiver. Now, the Jets defense, I think has things going on, and I think you saw a lot of seeds of Joe Douglas's offseason. But Robert Saleh said some things that have been rather toasty to the press. That he's keeping receipts of everyone that's downing him wrong, and saying that he thinks there's going to be a step in the right direction, and people are he's going to call them out when they're wrong. Well, first of all, you can't do that with Joe Flacco as your quarterback. Second, Robert Saleh hasn't proven himself as a head coach, and if the Jets don't win if the Jets lose on Sunday, this will be the fourth season in a row the Jets start 0-2. The first two were with Adam Gase, and of course he was out of the window by the end of that season. If Robert Saleh does not win on Sunday, there are going to be some people that are going to be calling for his job. Yes, I know Zach Wilson is not in the formula for Sunday, but this is a team who the Jets are facing that is without a star quarterback. So that is coming off a shaky second half performance against the Panthers in a toss up game, and they this is an opportunity for the Jets to go into Cleveland and shock a lot of people and generate some form of hope, some form of confidence, some form of trust in the process. At Florham Park, the Jets absolutely need to find a way to upset the Browns on Sunday because the schedule does not get any easier from there for the Jets. Now, how about the Panthers? And look, this is the third year for Matt Rule as the coach of the Panthers, and this is his third different quarterback, and he is the only coach in the NFL who missed the playoffs each of the last two seasons and is still employed. So, if the Panthers don't start the season 0-2, and by the way, they started 3-0 last year. If the Panthers start the season 0-2, the hot seat is going to get fiery very quickly for Matt Rule because the Panthers need some form of hope. They need something to wash away the disappointment of blowing that game against the Browns on Sunday. Now, it took a 68 it took a long field goal from Kate York to win the game for Cleveland. But this is absolutely a game that the Panthers need to get. It is on the road against a franchise that is rejuvenated with the hires of Joe Schoen and Brian Daboll. A team that has questions at the quarterback position, questions at the wide receiver position. So and the Panthers have a defense that can absolutely do that. Now, the problem with the Panthers, and we'll get to that in our pick segment, is being able to stop the run, because that was to me the reason why the Browns were in that game for so long. So because they gave up 217 yards of rushing. Meanwhile, Saquon Barkley had 164 yards rushing himself on Sunday when the Giants ran for a league best 238. So it's up to Matt Rule. It's up to that defense, led by Phil Snow, to come up with a plan to to slow down Saquon Barkley and give Baker Mayfield a chance to win the game. Now, I think the Panthers have the advantage at the quarterback situation going into this game with Baker Mayfield a little bit ahead of Daniel Jones on my rankings. But if they start 0-2, and it's Baker Mayfield starting 0-2, Baker Mayfield's going to have to take a lot of tough questions. He's going to have to handle criticism, which is something he did not do well in Cleveland at all. And if he can't handle the heat, the Panthers season is going to be over, and Matt Rule is going to be out of the job by the end of the season.